This is way better than just a drinking straw. I'm Draven Gray with Rock Singing Lessons, where we combine over 50 years experience as professional singers, songwriters, and producers to help you become the singer you've always wanted to be. We've been teaching for a long time too, and I have to say, I get it. Singing's hard. What else requires your entire body to be an instrument, to be, what other instruments so dependent on how much sleep you got, what you ate last night, what the weather's like, or how much you talk that day, or even just being that vulnerable and open. What else can be more frustrating than to sound great right now and moments later it's gone? And to feel great after a performance only to wake up the next day completely tried out and not able to sing at all. What about working with a teacher for months only to suddenly start feeling like you're going backwards after you started to try something new? There's a very simple answer for each one of those. Get back to the fundamentals. Singing skill is not this upward thing. It may feel like an upward battle, an uphill battle, but it's not like, okay, I'm going to start training and now I'm getting better and better and better and better and better for the rest of my life. It's not like, okay, I'm going to start training and I'm going to build this up and wait, that makes this other thing not quite work right. So I'm kind of going backwards and okay, now I got that. Now I'm building that up. Wait, now this other thing is out of balance. Okay, come back down. So you're doing this going up. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's what singing is. But when you start to feel that frustration about your singing, you don't feel like you're singing that well, go back to the fundamentals. Go back to singing up and out. Get out of your throat. Get into the soft palate, into the mask. Sing to your brow. Get it up here, up and over. Think about maybe singing pencil in your mouth or putting your finger on your bottom lip. Sing up and over. Sing up behind the nose and towards your brow. So instead of "ay" or speech with pitch, "ay," you're getting it up here. You're like, "ay, ay." It's all up here. Get to your brow, behind your nose to your brow. That's a fundamental thing about singing. It's very different than speech. It's up here, not right here. It's 80% here, 20% here. In speech, that flips. That's 80% here, 20% in the resonators. You need that to resonate. You need to lift it up. You need to get it behind the nose. You need to get it behind your eyes. Get it in towards the brow. Get it up and over. Get it up and out. Okay. Sing into a straw. I like to use these small straws. They're like maybe 3 millimeters, 3.5 millimeters in diameter, little stirring straws. And I cut them in half so they don't have nearly as much resistance as the one that's twice as long. But this is way better than just a drinking straw because there's not enough resistance in it. There's not enough resistance to get you balancing your voice. It's called a semi-occluded phonation, a partially closed phonation. That means you're making a phonation, making a sound outward, and there's something stopping and pushing back, and it forces you to balance compression, the closure of your vocal folds, and breath support. You're balancing that out. It makes you sing well if you can relax into it, and that's the whole point. Sing into a straw. Start lightly at first. Start whimpering and crying into like a mixed voice, and slowly build your voice back up with great placement, because this is getting you into good placement. Right? Just even going through songs with it. In fact, I do recommend that. If you're having difficulty with a certain song or certain high parts, even try singing it in the straw. Try relaxing into the straw and see if you can get that back in a good, relaxed placement and balanced. Notice I've been talking about that balance a lot. Once you find that balance and you relax, you take that straw away, it's going to be easy. I would also say, if not the straw, start tracking resonance. It means buzzing on a nasal consonant, like an M or an NG, or where you're buzzing behind the nose. You're buzzing into the front of the mouth. You're buzzing into the mask. You're trying to get that up and out too. So just lightly tracking. Start light. You don't need to go, mm-hmm. You don't need to go loud. Just do it lightly. Mm-hmm. It might flip. That's fine. Whatever. You're doing it lightly. You're trying to get your voice back. You're trying to get the fundamentals back. And an NG, it focuses a little bit more on better placement. As you're behind the nose, going up towards the brow, you're going up and out. Okay, that's just like the word hung, and staying on that NG. And just buzz on that for a bit. I would say maybe do that and then open to a vowel. Open to a vowel in that same placement. It's up and out. You're placed well. Go into some 5-tone scales, some fifths. Just make sure that it still feels up and out. Go into the different melodies like I just did. But make sure it's up and out. Make sure you're getting back to that placement through tracking. Okay? Then another thing you can do is make sure you're taking your breast support. Not taking breast support. You're putting in the right spot. So you hear about singing from the diaphragm a lot. Feeling what that's like is a very different thing. Sighing through the diaphragm and placing weight into the diaphragm, not into your abs. That's a very different thing than just thinking, oh, I should be singing from the diaphragm. It's not that easy. So take a breath from the bottom up or down and behind you, where it fills up from the bottom up, and then hiss out an S. Hiss it out. And try to get that into your diaphragm. Try to get it behind your upper abs. Try to get that into the solar plexus. Okay? It's subtle, but you can get that into the diaphragm, that pressure from that. Once you get it there, I want you to try to release the air, sigh it out and not push it. I want you to do the same thing. Let's go. That's through the diaphragm too. I'm releasing the air. I'm not pushing it out. I'm not forcing that sound to happen in any way. I'm letting go of the air that I took that breath bottom up, and I'm releasing it through the diaphragm. Hey, my friend, welcome to the shadow masquerade. So I'm releasing that pressure like a sigh into the cry, into that NG position, into up and out. Get back to those fundamentals. Get back to the fundamentals of good singing. Go back to what you know is good, what you know is easy right now, what is working for you, and then build back up from there. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Happens every time. There's a point you get to, you feel like you go backwards. Go back to the fundamentals, build back up a little bit. I would say your entire warm-up should be all about getting that sigh and cry feeling down. The foundation of a good mixed voice, the good placement and good breath support. That's what your warm-up should be all about. It may take you 10 to 20 minutes to get the fundamentals of your voice back in place, but building on top of that foundation will make everything else easier, and you'll start to get the voice back that you want. Once you have once you have those foundations down, you feel like, okay, I think I'm in the right place again. I think I've got the foundations, like the basics, everything else is supposed to build on top of is there. So you have the mixed voice, you have sigh and cry. Train. You need to be training your voice. You need to be training for command and control. You need to be training for coordination and for strength. You need to be training towards your goals and the sound colors you want. Get with a teacher who understands your goals and knows how to get you there. Get with a teacher who encourages you, who knows how to overcome your limitations, and who knows how to sing the way you want to. That's a big one. I had one student come to me from a classical teacher. Like, well, what are y'all working on? Maybe I can translate this for you. It's like, oh, we did breast support. How long? You didn't sing anything? No. Well, how long did you work on that? How long did you work on breast support? 3 years. That's on the student too. What? And another one who came to me is like, they wanted to sing, and you'll have, like they wanted to get into, and singing like Chris Cornell, and they were singing that song. There was Like a Stone, opera. Now, can you even imagine Uh, that's because it's what the teacher knew how to do. Find a teacher that knows how to sing the way you want to and can work towards your goals and can build a training routine around your voice and your goals. But you need to be training your voice. You need to be building coordination, building strength, building command and control, building confidence and mastery. If you don't train, you're limiting yourself and your abilities. Like Greek philosopher Archilochus said, he said, we don't rise to the level of our potential. We fall to the level of our training. Feel like that? Hit us up, follow the link in the description, and hit us up. Take lessons through Rock Singing Lessons, one of our teachers with Rock Singing Lessons. If not us, find a teacher that can get you to your goals and that understands your goals and understands the way you want to sing. Just find them. Sign up for our mailing list. We'll give you a lot more tips like this. We'll give you a lot more vocal tips. Search through our social media. But whatever you need to do, find a teacher that really understands your goals and knows how to do it themselves and can help you get there and build a training routine around your voice.